On the 3rd of May 2020, I uploaded a YouTube video where I asked football clubs for autographs, and I think it's fair to say it's been an interesting time since then. But while we got sent some amazing stuff, I couldn't help but feel that we could get even closer to asking footballers themselves for autographs. So over the past couple months, I asked footballers for autographs, and this is what they sent. So my plan was pretty simple. Unlike last time where we asked football clubs for autographs, this time we were going to be directly reaching out to some of the biggest names in world football to see if they'd send us their autographs. And while it might sound easier said than done, it was thanks to some personal connections I found close to the players that allowed me to reach out to them directly. Then began the process of writing letters to footballers to ask for their autographs. So inside every envelope we sent to each footballer, we included a letter asking for each player's signature, a couple cards for them to sign, and finally a prepaid envelope so they could send their autograph back to us. So after stamping and sealing all of our envelopes, all that was left to do was send out our requests to some of the biggest footballers in the world. Then, when all our mail was sent, all we had to do was kill some time until the first footballers started to get back to us. So coming from Bayern Munich and German winger Serge Gnabry replied to our request. So opening up this letter from one of Germany's biggest ballers, Serge sent us back all 3 of our cards with his autograph across them. Gnabry has already had such an exceptional career with Bayern and the German national team, and his 4-goal performance against Tottenham in the 1920 Champions League season won't be forgotten anytime soon. Overall, this was an amazing response from the Champions League winners, so thank you to Serge for these. So next up, coming from one of the Premier League's biggest talents, Liverpool's Harvey Elliott came through with a couple signatures. So opening up this letter, we did get all 3 of our cards back fully signed by Harvey, which I was extremely happy with. Elliott has already had a great start to his career, winning trophies like the FIFA Club World Cup and the EFL Cup, and has also played a big part in helping Liverpool reach the quarter-finals of the Champions League this year. Even at such an early point in his career, it's clear to see that Harvey has a bright future ahead of him, so I'm very happy to be able to add his autograph to my collection. So the next footballer who got back to us actually happened to be one of the most promising young players in the world right now, who is of course Jude Bellingham. Inside the letter Jude sent to us, he included our 3 cards fully signed as well as giving us his best wishes. Considering Jude is easily one of the best young players in the world right now, this was by far my favourite response we received from any footballer while making this video. Even though he's just 18, it's easy to imagine Jude becoming one of the world's biggest players in the future, so I'm thrilled to add his autograph to my collection at such an early point in his career. Also coming from Germany, we have a response from Bayern Munich's very own Joshua Kimmich. So Bayern's number 6 ended up signing all 3 of our cards as well as including one of his own, which was a great touch by him. Joshua has just about won everything at Bayern, including a Champions League title in 2020. Kimmich is also considered one of the best midfielders in the world right now and was also included in the FIFA Pro 11 in 2020. So it's great to see he still has time for fans when he's not lifting trophies. Real Madrid's Vinicius Jr. was surprisingly the next footballer who was happy to send us an autograph. In the past, I have found that players from La Liga can be extremely difficult to get autographs off, so it's great to see one of their biggest talents signing for us. Vinicius only signed one of our cards, but he did kindly dedicate it to us, which I'm very grateful for. Vinicius is having a great season at Real this year and is currently the 2nd top scorer in the league, so hopefully if his form continues, we'll see him at this year's World Cup. So coming from Bayern Munich fullback and World Cup winner now, we have a couple of signatures from Benjamin Pavard. Along with Mbappe, Pavard was the hero in France's 4-3 win over Argentina in the 2018 World Cup and also scored the goal of the tournament. Benjamin very kindly signed all of our cards as well as including 2 Bayern Club cards which I wasn't expecting. I always enjoy getting autographs from someone who's managed to lift the World Cup trophy, so a big thank you to Pavard for these. Continuing with the theme of World Cup winners, PSG's Presnel Kimpembe also got back to us. So opening this one up, Kimpembe included all 3 of our cards signed as well as a PSG club card. Kimpembe was of course a part of the French side that went on to win the 2018 World Cup in Russia and is currently a part of one of the greatest squads of our generation alongside Mbappe, Neymar and Messi. So finally today, and saving the best for last, we have a very special delivery from Trent Alexander-Arnold. With Trent being my favourite player, I just had to send my shirt away to get signed, and this didn't disappoint. The TAA signature was written right across the 66 on the back, and for this to be our first signed shirt that we get to add to our collection is pretty special. This wasn't the only signed item we got from Liverpool's number 66 however, as we also got one of our very own cards signed by Trent. Overall, these were just 2 amazing items that we managed to get signed by the world's greatest right back. So with all the mail we've received from footballers coming to an end, there was still one footballer that I wanted to try my best to get an autograph from. It was of course one of the world's greatest, Cristiano Ronaldo. So on the 11th of November, Ireland had to face off against Portugal in a World Cup qualifier, which meant Cristiano was coming to Ireland. And while it was slim, it gave me even the slightest chance to meet Ronaldo and get his autograph. So on the 11th of November 2021, I headed for Dublin. Alright, let's go. Alright, so we've arrived in Dublin now and we're about a 5-minute walk away from the Portugal team hotel, and if everything goes to plan today, we're going to be getting Cristiano Ronaldo's signature. So after arriving at Cristiano's hotel in Dublin, it became pretty clear that I wasn't the only one trying to get an autograph from him. And with security high, our chances just seemed to get slimmer and slimmer. Unfortunately though, as the hours went on and there was no sign of us getting anywhere near him, our chance of meeting Ronaldo had slipped. Our efforts weren't completely wasted though, because as the team left for the Aviva, we managed to get a look at Pepe, Ruben Neves, and even though it was brief, Cristiano himself. So after a total of 5 months of reaching out to some of the biggest names in world football, this is what we ended up with. I think it goes without saying that I'm extremely grateful to every footballer who sent me something in this video, and it's genuinely great to see that some players still have time for fans. So after asking some of the best footballers for autographs, we successfully managed to get signatures back from 8 footballers across 4 of the biggest leagues in the world. But anyway guys, that just about does it for today's video. If you did enjoy it, be sure to leave a like and subscribe, and I'll see you next time.